Hello Flowly friends, and welcome to day one of our chair yoga series. Today's session is going to be a simple seated warm-up. Now this is perfect for you to do before any type of movement practice, just to kind of warm your body up. It's really nice to do maybe sitting on the side of your bed just before you get up in the morning, just to get a little bit of gentle movement, get the blood flowing. And it's also really nice to do if you've maybe been sitting for a long time and you want to just get moving, or maybe you're not feeling 100%, you don't want to kind of commit to some kind of full exercise routine. A nice little gentle stretch can work just as well. Okay, so all you're going to need for this practice is a seat, a chair, something nice and sturdy that isn't going to swivel around, that isn't going to move about too much. Okay, so get nice and comfortable. Try if you can, if you are sitting on a chair, to sit away from the back of the chair, and then this just allows you to be a little bit more upright. So just try to get nice and tall through your spine. We are going to make sure that our knees are right above the ankles here, and we're just going to rest our hands on our lap. Let's just take a little roll of the shoulders down our back, and just take a few moments here just to really kind of connect to your body. So we're going to close down the eyes. We're going to take a deep breath in, a nice slow exhale out. Just notice how your shoulders just gently relax here. Nice deep breath in and gently let it go. Lovely, take one more of those and release. Perfect. And then just take a moment to turn your attention inwards. Notice how you're feeling. So it doesn't matter what time of day it is. Have that little check-in with your body. Notice what's going on with you today. And you're doing this without holding any judgment for the way that you feel. You're just checking in, just noticing. Maybe you notice some stiffness. Maybe there's a little aching in the joints today. Maybe you feel tired, or maybe you do feel like you've got quite a bit of energy. There's no right or wrong here, just noticing. Perfect. Once you've had a little check-in with the body, just gently come back to your breath. Take a moment to notice it. Breathing in through the nose, into the chest, down into the belly. And then gently reverse that action. Belly, chest, and out through the nose. One more of those. Inhale. Gently releasing it out. Perfect. Just gently blink open the eyes if you did close them. We're going to start with just gently warming up the neck. So remaining nice and tall through your spine, you are going to gently drop your chin down to your chest. Just gently feeling that stretch through the back of the neck, and then take an inhale and slowly lift the nose up through center, taking a little gaze up. Lovely. Take it down again really slowly. We're not moving too fast. And then nice and gently on the inhale, lift the nose up, little gaze up. Last one, drop the chin down to the chest. And then gently we rise it up. One more time. Perfect. Just bringing your head back to center. We're going to take a little look over to the right. So keeping your shoulders where they are, you're just turning the head and the neck nice and gently, as far as it wants to go, over to the right. And then nice and gently all the way back to center. Just kind of stop when you get to center before then you take it all the way over to the left. And just pay attention to your shoulders here, making sure that as you move, you don't kind of hunch them up. Let's come back through center, and then let's take it back over to the right. Wonderful. One more time, through center, and take it to the left. Perfect. Bring yourself back to center. Let's drop the arms down by your sides and let's roll the shoulders. So really slowly squeezing the shoulders up to the ears And then really opening the chest, rolling the shoulders back. Nice and slow. Squeeze it up. Nice big breath in. Exhale, roll it back. Inhale, squeezing it up. And we're rolling it back. Lovely. One more this way. Squeeze it up. Opening the chest just a little. And rolling back. Perfect. Just let the arms, shoulders relax for a second. And then let's reverse it. So we're pulling the shoulders back and then squeezing them up towards the ears, rolling forward. Lovely. Roll and squeeze. Keep your elbows nice and soft here. Roll and squeeze. Down it goes. One more. Roll it up and bring it forwards. Perfect. Again, just letting the arms just relax. Maybe wiggle the fingers a second. Now let's just bring either our hands to our lap, or we're going to bring the hands to the chair, whatever works for you. And we're going to do some hip circles. But what we're going to try and do is really isolate the movement to the hips themselves. So rather than circling the whole torso around, we're going to try and keep the upper part of the torso fairly still. It will move, but fairly still, but kind of isolate the hip roll here. So that kind of centered movement. So what can be helpful is holding onto the chair can be really helpful for this, because you can kind of use it to kind of like pull you around. So really kind of think about, focus on this across the hips here, this kind of low area. You can gently press your feet into the floor and then just nice and gently just start to roll the hips. So you almost kind of, as you roll towards the back of the chair, you're pulling your navel in and then kind of pressing your belly out a little bit. Your knees are going to kind of move independently of each other. And it's a really strange little movement, but it's just a nice one just to wake up the hips themselves. Perfect. Okay, coming to stillness, take a moment to just kind of reset and then take it the other way. So again, it's just thinking and focusing on that area. Don't worry if you move the upper body. You know, if you're finding it a little bit tricky to kind of move that way, that's fine, because you'll still be moving your hips. Wonderful. One more rotation. Perfect. Gently come back to center. Okay, let's take ourselves into little cat-cow now. So hands on the fronts of your knees, and then let's take an inhale and let's bring the chest forward like you're lifting it up towards the sky. Your shoulders roll back and you just take a little gaze up. You're going to feel that little bit of a back bend here. Stay here for a moment. And then as we exhale, we are rounding the spine, round the shoulders, chin to chest. Lovely. And if you feel like you're hitting the back of the chair, then just slide yourself forward a little bit. Inhale, really slowly bring it forwards, little gaze up. So this is your cow pose. And then exhale, we round the spine, chin to chest, into our cat pose. Inhale, let's bring it forwards, little gaze up. And exhale, we round it out. Lovely. Let's do 2 more rounds here. Inhale forwards. And exhale, rounding it out. Inhale forwards, cow pose. Drop those shoulders. And exhale, round it out. Really press the spine towards the back of the chair. Lovely. Inhale, nice and slow. You just come back to center. Just let your shoulders just relax down for a moment. And now we're going to do cat-cow again, but we're going to do it with wider legs. So separate the legs a little bit wider. Toes can just kind of turn out a little bit. Make sure your spine is nice and tall here. Slide the hands back over the knees. And then same again. Inhale, you're going to bring the chest forward. Notice how your pelvis rocks forward that little bit more. So you get a little bit more of a stretch across the back of your hips. Gaze up. You get a little bit more of a back bend as well. Exhale, round it out. Chin to chest. And here again, it's going to feel a little different too. Inhale, we bring it forwards, nice and slow and steady. We don't need to rush it. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, back to cow. And exhale, rounding into your cats, chin to chest. Lovely. One more round here. Bring it forwards. And exhale, round it out. Perfect. Nice and gently. Bring yourself back to center. We're going to bring the legs in. We're going to take a little bit of a stretch now through the legs. So sitting forward on your chair can be really helpful here. So yeah, get nice and comfortable. Sometimes it's a good idea to maybe just, extend your legs a little bit and just see how the back of the chair feels on the back of your legs. You can always pop a pillow or you can sit forward a little bit more. But always make sure that when you do sit forward on your chair that, that your bottom is still fully supported. You don't want to be kind of teetering on the edge. We don't want that falling off. Okay, so both hands are going to grab hold of your chair. We're going to get nice and tall here. And we're going to engage the core slightly. So pull the navel in, keep that spine nice and tall. Take an inhale and nice and slowly extend the right leg, pressing through the heel. So you're just lifting the leg just a little bit off the floor. Press, press, press. Give it a nice stretch out. Wonderful. Really gently, just bend back into the knee and drop the foot down. And then go to the other side, extending, pressing the heel away from you. Almost curling the toes towards you as well. Get a nice stretch. And then gently bend and bring it in. Let's take it back to the other side. Stretching it out. Really stretch, stretch, stretch. And then bring it in. And then to the left. Pressing. Nice stretch. Bring it in. Let's do one more each side. Extend. Really press away so you just feel that back of that leg. It's all just opening up nice and gently, and then bring the leg back in and then over to the left. Press, press, press. Wonderful. And then nice and gently bring it in. Okay, so we're going to take the little leg stretch a little bit of a stage up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take both hands and we're going to interlace the fingers around the back of the right thigh. We are going to lift the leg up. So you're just kind of drawing the thigh towards your chest. And you want to be nice and tall through your spine. Pull that navel in again, a little bit of core stability going on. We're going to point the toes, then we're going to take an inhale and we're just going to lift that lower half of the leg up just as high as we can. Don't worry about getting a straight leg. You don't need to do that. Just lift it as high as you can. Feel the stretch. Take an inhale. And then exhale, just bend nice and gently into the leg. So we're going to do this a few times on this leg and then we'll switch to the other side. So when you're ready, inhale, slowly lift as high as you feel you can. Feel the stretch. Take another inhale and then exhale. Release it down. Lovely. Inhale, stretch it out. You can exhale here, so just let that go as you stretch. Then inhale again, nice and deep. And then exhale, bend into the knee. Last one. Take it up. Point those toes. Feel the stretch. Inhale. And gently exhale. Lovely. And then you can just let that leg come back down. Let's take it to the other side. Interlacing the fingers around the left thigh. We're going to draw the thigh in towards the chest. We get nice and tall. Point the toes. That's important. Gives you that stretch. Inhale. Lift the leg up. Lovely. Oh, this one feels really tight for me today. Lovely. Let that exhale go. Then we take a deep inhale and exhale, gently release. Lovely. Keep that spine nice and tall. Try not to slouch. Inhale, lift it up. Take an exhale as you feel that stretch. Then inhale deeply and exhale. Lovely. Two more. Take it up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale. And then exhale. Perfect. Last one. Take it up. Lovely. Inhale deeply when you're ready. And then exhale. Bring it down and drop the foot down. Perfect. You might slide back into that neutral position again, making sure your knees are directly above your ankles. Let's take some little side stretches now. So left hand is going to just grab the left side of your chair, or you can place the left hand on your lap if you prefer. Take an inhale and nice and gently sweep that right arm out to the side, then up alongside your ear. When you get here, reach up as high as you can, and then take an exhale, leaning over to the left, making sure that right sitting bone stays connected to the chair, both feet stay planted to the floor, and you're just getting this gorgeous side body stretch. Let's breathe in deeply. Lovely, exhale, let it go. Staying here for one more breath. Keep reaching, see if you can reach a little bit further, maybe wiggle the fingers. Lovely, exhale, let it go. Wonderful, take an inhale, and then on the exhale this time, nice and slowly, release back to center. I'm going to take that to the other side. So right hand's going to hold the side of the chair. I'm going to reach that left arm out to the side, all the way up. Reach, 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 reach. Lovely, and then take that lean over to the right. Keep the arm alongside the ear, breathe into the side body. Feel the stretch. Lovely, letting it go. One more nice big breath. Let it go. Wonderful, inhale, and then exhale really slowly, just releasing back to center. Okay. So just to create a little bit more warmth and a little bit more energy in the body, we're just going to do 4 rounds of really simple sun salutations. So this is kind of my most simple sequence of sun salutations. So I'll just talk you through it first quickly. We're going to inhale and we're going to reach the arms up. Then we're going to exhale and we're going to come into a forward fold. Now it's important just to note that there's a couple of ways to come into your forward fold. You can kind of dive over, let your chest come to the top of the thighs, arms come down, let the head hang forward. Or if you want to feel a little bit more supported coming forward over the legs, you're going to reach the arms up, you're going to let the hands float down to the knees, and then you're just going to kind of slide down the legs and then let the head come down. So that's kind of a little bit more supported version if that's what you want to go to. Once we get down into our forward fold, we're going to take an inhale for a half lift. Hands are going to slide halfway up the shins. We're going to make sure the shoulders are back. The back is nice and flat here, so pulling the navel in. Lovely. You're just gazing down at the floor. We don't need to look forward or up or anything like that. Then we're going to gently lower ourselves down. Then drawing the navel in, we're going to take a big inhale and we're going to rise all the way up and then bring hands to heart. Okay, so we're going to do 4 rounds like that. So when you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms into the air. Exhale, coming into your version of forward fold over the thighs, let the head hang forward, feeling the stretch in the spine. Inhale, slide the hands halfway at the shins for that half lift, making sure we pull those shoulders back. If you just gently press your hands into your shins, you kind of automatically do that. Chest comes forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. Draw that navel in, big breath, rise all the way up. And then exhale, hands to heart. Lovely, keep that going. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold over the legs, nice and gently. Inhale, take a half lift. Down we go, forward fold. Draw that navel in, big breath, we rise all the way up. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, taking it up. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, take a half lift. Down we go, forward fold. Nice big breath, we rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more round here. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, into your forward fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Down we go, forward fold. Nice big breath, rise all the way up. Reach, reach, reach. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Lovely. From here, relax your shoulders, bring your hands back to your lap, and take a moment here to maybe close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just check in with the body again, noticing how you feel. And then take a moment just to come to your breath. Follow the breath as it moves in and out through your nose, or maybe connect to the rise and the fall of your chest. Use these next few moments to just settle down and relax. Perfect. Whenever you're ready, take a little wiggle of your fingers, a little wiggle of the toes. Take a nice deep breath in and a nice big sigh out. Gently blinking open your eyes. That brings us to the close of day one of our Begin Again Chair Yoga series. Thank you so much for joining me. If you did like this session, give it a little like and please leave me a comment. Let me know how you got on. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow for day two, where we will be looking at a shoulder and neck release right from your chair. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye.